things happening here today. We're starting to put the stalls in, and they're over there framing in the side of the milk house and the utility room, getting it ready for windows and doors and everything over there. So things are progressing.
I'll show you. Let's just set it up against the post. Down a little bit.
Well, we have all these pipes and this inside part of the stall up, and then it's called like a little truss thing that kind of goes around and holds everything together and keeps everything tight in place. But I'm not quite sure why, right here where these pipes come in, you're supposed to be able to slip a pin down through there, but none of them are lined up. But we figured out if we turn it just a little bit here and twist it, everything lines up just right. I mean, there you can see that pipe isn't even lined up with that bracket, and it should be. So they're gonna go through and take all these loose. Willie and I helped them all morning here to get all this put in. These truss pieces, they had some weight to them. They were pretty heavy. But yeah, we got these all in and got everything here, but they're gonna go around and readjust all these gates, and then we'll see what happens after that.
I don't know if we're not. Well, if they go, and we need
This morning, they put up this woven wire the whole way down through here. It's kind of windy here. They're putting it up along here too, and which means that the goats will not get through this. We never had trouble much with them getting out because he would put up 3 strands of wire, and they couldn't get. I mean, it would be pretty low to the ground. And they couldn't get through it, but this stuff they're not going to get through. So, and some of it is we built the calf barn right in the middle of their in the middle of their pasture, and they're used to the fence being able to go there, and so. Uh-oh. I thought something happened.
It got burnt. I don't have my wire cutters in this.
Oh no. All the goats are over here. Well, a bunch of them were standing there along the gate. They moved now. But anyhow, they're not going to get out through this fence. So we'll take care of this problem quite well. I have one escapee. She figured out how to get through that red gate there, and the rest of them all are quite jealous of her. They're all lined up watching, trying to figure out how she got out. She's been doing it the last couple days, but the rest haven't figured that part out yet. this, I don't know how many times a day, through the gate. We're gonna let all the goats out. Maybe picking up the wind, I'm not sure. But we're gonna let the goats out. Arlen got the pasture fence all fixed. And like up to that corner and the whole way down through. We got all that fixed. And then he needs to finish around the calf barn. They'll still be able to go up around the calf barn and up into their pasture on the other side. But in the fall, or whenever we had changed our fences, they were just getting out all the time. I don't know why they were so bad when the fences, I don't know, there was something about moving the fences that they just wouldn't stay in. But anyhow, the way he has them fixed now, they shouldn't be too much of a problem. So I think he's going to come soon. We're going to let him out. You guys all coming? I would say they got a lot done today. They got these walls all framed up, and then they were working on, they took that curtain off out here and they have this all framed up. And I would assume, I don't know if they have the drain pipes in, but this will be the milk house. But I don't know if they put the drain pipes in yet or not for the concrete yet. And they got the cow stalls. They have them pieces in. And then if you look over here, they have this whole wall in. Let me see. Oh, there we go. There's going to be, I think there's going to be a garage door right there. And then they got the whole walls framed up the whole way over. This corner is going to be an office, and if you can see on that ceiling that our parlor is right inside that concrete wall where we milk now, and as you can see the ceiling goes way over, and so they're going to leave that and we'll start milking in here, and then once they tear the old parlor out they'll finish up this wall. So there's a lot of details that go into everything. But they're getting it figured out. Now they added a second book, and it has all the details of how to put the parlor together and everything. I call it the Lego books, because if you look at the book, it has every detail of how everything gets put together, kind of like Legos. So it's pretty interesting. But also right here will be a garage door, and then they'll put an overhang porch, like it'll be out here with this wall, and it'll be a porch that goes all the way over to the milk house. Here's how things kind of look from the outside. This is the front of the barn. The office part sticks out, and then there's garage door, and there used to be a garage door there, but they're going to change that, I think, just to a regular door. So every day there's more and more stuff happening.
We had all kinds of stuff happen here this week with the Parlor project. This is Saturday, and I think we had about every season of weather this week too. One day it was 80, earlier in the week it was cold and some snow flurries, and the one day, and then it was 80 the one day, and now this morning it was 30 and windy, and yeah, it's pretty chilly out. But this is Saturday morning. There's nothing happening here this morning, but yeah, we're putting a porch out here on the front, and Yeah, they need to pour the concrete here for it yet, but in the parlor here, we got all the stalls put in, and they're starting to work it. Some other stuff, I think I did some of this before, but they're framing these walls in. They got the plywood over there on the outside of the walls on those walls. They need to finish the plywood up over here on these walls. Then we'll get the insulating done. But yeah, things are progressing right along. So it's good to see things continuing to happen. Today's kind of a quiet day, and that's a good thing. Yeah, we don't have a whole lot. Yeah, with everything that's happening here with the different crews that are coming and doing stuff, it's kind of nice to have a quiet day. A warm day. It's here the 30th of March, Monday the 30th of March. And went around and checked some of my fences here this morning, and my oldest son Willie had taken some parts to get some repairs done on them, and youngest son Alex took some cows and two calves to auction. But yeah, we're ready to let our dry cows and bred heifers out. It's always neat watching them come out the first time. It's usually a real rodeo. We were thinking of letting them out here about a week ago, but then they were calling, so it dried up, they were calling for rain that next day, so we held off. But yeah. That might be the last one. Give them a little bit here, they'll probably be back. And here comes some of them at least. We have room for 110 over in this barn. I'm not quite sure if there's quite that many right now. Probably around 100 or a little over. There, I think the whole herd's coming back in now. There for a little bit there was like 20, 30, 40 coming running back in and turn around and go back out, but now they're all coming back this way. We're up here at the other heifer farm, up the road here where my son lives, but we're gonna let these heifers out too. These are the ones when we run them in with the bull breeding age to bred 4 or 5 months. It's probably, I'm not sure, between 70 and 80 up here. There's a lot of stuff that's been happening here the last several days. They're getting this end all wrapped up. They got the porch pretty much done, and there's still some trim and stuff needs finished up, but the roof's the roof's on the porch, and the office is enclosed in, the garage door opening's there. Yeah, we need to get a porch poured out here in the front with some steps, and they're pouring concrete over in the utility room and milk house today. Visualize a little bit more here. There's the opening, it's all open up in the wall, and the footers out there for the floor where the tank will stick out. Here's where the drain will be in front of the tank, and yeah, they're planning to pour them footers today, and then they'll pour the rest of the floor later.
Where we can't go.
Getting it all poured. It's all wheelbar job because of all the drain lines and stuff in there. They don't want to run those skid loaders across it.
This is the utility room. They put a clear coat on it this morning, and I don't know if you can see this. I think a doggy walked along that side. And then over here, this will be the milk house. I don't think they're coming back till next week to do that. Tomorrow's Good Friday and at Easter on Sunday, so I'm not sure when they'll be back. Plus they have another project they're starting. And that corner's poured. And then this is where the milk tank, this will be the front of the milk tank, and it'll stick out through this wall here. They poured a footer out here for the milk tank. And they dumped all the lumber like right here. All the extra stuff they dumped out here. They're cleaning that up today. Teddy figured out how to come. Come here, Teddy. Oh, maybe he's not. In here where the drive is, he'll come down underneath, and it's all open for now, so he can get through there, but there'll be boards covering that up. Penny hasn't quite figured it out yet. Teddy keeps going over to this spot here, and he'll go get Penny. See, watch this. He's trying to convince Penny to follow him. I hadn't been out here for, well, about 2 days, I think. And they got quite a bit done. They have the center pole in there. I don't think it's totally attached because they got boards holding it up. Oh, it's not attached there. Oh, yeah. So right now they're milking.
Good morning here. I'm up in my freestall barn doing a couple things, but it sure is a beautiful morning. The weather in our area in March and into early April can be all over the place, and this morning was warm. It was around 50 and supposed to get up in around 80 today. I think there's some storms supposed to roll through tomorrow maybe, and then cool back off next week and be in the 40s. But yeah, this weekend is Easter weekend, so if you're watching this video on Sunday, let's say Happy Easter to everybody. But I've seen a comment this week that I thought fit very well. It was talking about Good Friday and then Easter Sunday. It said that Friday was one of the darkest days ever on the history of the earth, and Sunday, Easter Sunday, was one of the brightest days ever on the history of the earth. So I thought that fit very well. But we're again remembering and reflecting when Jesus died on the cross and rose again on Easter Sunday morning and provided a way for us to have a hope of being in heaven with him someday. So provided salvation. So we're so thankful and grateful for that. But yeah, the cows are doing well. I just mentioned about being here in our freestall barn. The cows are doing well and enjoying this warmer weather. This side over here is to the east, and the sun always lays in here in the morning when it comes up, and they're all happily enjoying their breakfast. This week we went through and vaccinated everybody on the whole farm for pink eye. Well, I say everybody. I still need to do the calves in the calf barn, the milk calves. But other than that, for those of you that have been with us for a while, last summer you might remember how I was talking about having trouble with pink eye. We probably hadn't had much trouble with pink eye for probably 10 to 15 years, but last summer it hit with a vengeance, and I mean it was just constant. And they say you're better off vaccinating in the spring 3 to 6 weeks before fly season start. Our fly season usually starts sometime in early May, is when it's the biggest, early to mid-May. But I did see some flies the other day over here on the one wall when it was hot and sunny, but it's cool enough that you don't see much of any flies around yet. But anyway, last year when we started having trouble with pink eye, we went through and vaccinated everybody, but it just seemed that it was the whole summer long. It was a mess. And so this year we decided we're going back to vaccinating in the spring. And years ago we used to do that, and yeah, kind of got out of it because we weren't having any trouble with pink eye. But after last year, man, that was awful. And the worst was the cows would get sore eyes, and then you'd treat them, and the worst was when we had a few that got it in both of their eyes, and we had a couple heifers that basically couldn't half see right for a little bit, but everybody pretty much came out of it. There were 2 cows that got pink eye in both eyes, and when they got that, we didn't have much of a choice but to put them in a separate pen because they couldn't half see right to get down to the parlor. And yeah, some of them, once they cleared up, I think there was one we maybe dried up a little early. There was another that wasn't the greatest cow anyhow. We ended up selling her once she got to the place she could see again. And we hope and pray we don't go through anything like that again. That was a real mess. We finished up the last 2 groups. Kind of started there at the beginning of the week, and I think it was maybe Tuesday I did some of the heifers. And then Wednesday morning we did the milk cows while we were milking. And I think maybe that day or the following, I'm not sure which, we did the dry cows and bred heifers, and then yesterday we did the last 2 groups of heifers, so we're all done. I think we gave, I had enough vaccine for 700 head, and we ran out, and I still had part of a bottle here left from last year that wasn't outdated yet, so we had to use a little bit of that. So probably around 700 to 720 head we vaccinated.
Open up the come rain down your presence. Jesus, come, inhabit the praise of the sinner and saint. Jesus, come, and Jesus, move.